And now our feature presentation.
Let's spin this new shit!
Hello and welcome every pony to the CloudsDale Cafe, where magic is always on the menu. I am your host, Ragin, the host with the most. We have Nick, the gaming gnome, who runs the stream. We have Technic Shadow, the producer. And we have Cinnamon Top, aka Steampunk Scootaloo.
I'm uncomfortable.
Tonight we are interviewing the mod of Dashicorn, Joe.
Sup?
We'll be interviewing him later, but right now we have some news, so let's get on with it. Who wants to start the news tonight?
Well, let's just...
And he cuts out.
Yeah. Anyway.
But to start it off with, let's say, who's ready for season 3?
I'm not.
I know. But they've already released a lot of the episodes. They've already released information on episode 3. So, in this one, what is it called again? Does anyone know? No, I'm not looking at the news right now, actually. Looking at something else. I actually don't have it up, so.
I think if can anyone hear me, the episode is called Too Many Pinkie Pies.
And we did. We did hear you.
Yeah, now, because you were probably talking to yourself for like 5 minutes and nobody was caring.
Well, he wouldn't have heard us either. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like a really cool episode.
It really does. Pretty much the plot for it is she's got too many friends and not enough her. And she's like, she wants to spend all her time with her friends, so she does the cloning thing. I think they're taking ideas from Gravity Falls, because that episode with Dipper using the fax machine. If you guys watch Gravity Falls, knows what I'm talking about.
I doubt they're gonna find a copy machine in Equestria.
Oh, shut up. They have fucking DJ tables.
Yeah, that's true.
But me, in my case, with how my OC works, it'd be the Shadow Clone Jutsu, so... Yep, that's how it would work, but other than that... I think there's some high hopes for... We've already seen, I think it's 10 out of the 13 episodes titles. Like, there's one Wonderbolt Academy. I think one's called the Wonderbolt Academy. Spike... What is it? I was looking at this 2 days ago. I'm trying to remember. Sorry. Season 3 episode... The two-parter... And episode 3 is the only information we have so far. So let's hope.
I'm actually really excited for this episode because, like, they really want to explore the concept of Pinkie Pie breaking the fourth wall. And if one Pinkie Pie can break the fourth wall, imagine the whole army.
I'm sorry, I'm about to yell at him, telling him to shut up because he cannot talk. And there's echo in his background. I'm sorry.
Wow, so rude.
But we love him. We'll give him a hug later.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what kind of havoc that would be. Cross. I don't know what I'm going with. But I almost
the havoc that's going to happen, because like what's going to happen? Are they all going to get minds of their own and be like, I'm the Pinkie Pie, blah blah blah? Because that's what you always see in every time there's a clone thing.
Yeah, almost see like first time I actually heard about this episode though, I first thought changelings were gonna be coming back, but I don't know. Possible, may be possible, may not be possible. Who knows?
True, but we'll see.
But I think when it comes to Pinkie Pie, I don't know. It's it's really just an unpredictable scenario right now because you don't know what she's gonna do, and I think the writers are gonna have a lot of fun with this one, and I'm expecting at least one song, at least a bunch of songs.
That would be really cool if it was like
an orchestra of Pinkie Pie singing.
It was a barbershop kind of theme of Pinkie Pies.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah,
that would be
just having
really
like
cool.
like a chorus of Pinkie Pie.
Can I just say that? I said an orchestra.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so,
No,
Why you say-
no, you said orchestra. You didn't say chorus.
Oh, I said orchestra, but whatever.
It's like a quartet.
Yeah, like a quartet.
Yeah,
a barber quartet.
yeah.
It would be so cool if they actually managed to do that.
Just
Who knows?
Slim and Flam's hats.
I just feel bad for the voice actor. She's got to work really hard to keep up with all the Pinkie Pies. Oh God! And I wonder how many there are going to be. Are they going to be 6 to start out with, or no? It's going to start out with 2. Then it's going to work its way up to 3. Then it's going to work its way up to 4. And then it's going to be like 8. And then it's going to be like 20. Then it's going to be like 1,000. So yeah, it's going to be like it's going to be like Paris Sprites, but with Pinkie Pie everywhere.
Actually, you know what would be really cool?
What?
It's not exact, like, it wouldn't be exactly complete copies of Pinkie Pie, but a bunch of people who, like, a bunch of random ponies who think they're Pinkie Pie. Because, like, there are the elements of armory. They're practically celebrities that people don't care about, apparently. But,
True.
It could be those people that just like, I'm Pinkie Pie, woo, woo, kind of thing. I don't know. Like, that kind of stuff, and it'd be like, and then Pinkie Pie just gets like, these posters are everywhere.
That would be cool.
Just starts party canning them everywhere. Like,
The episode is gonna air November 17, and it's gonna be the first
Man, kiddo.
episode.
It's gonna be the first
show
episode.
after the season 2-parter.
Yeah, like it's gonna be.
oh my God! I'm going to kill him.
But yeah,
Technically, is the 3rd episode, but it's gonna be the is gonna be the one after the 2-parter.
yeah.
All we get to see in this episode is pretty much somebody's evil alicorn, red and black alicorn, come to life. So
An alicorn. I have a feeling it's pretty much a powerful sorcerer that essentially made the Crystal Kingdom disappear in the first place after
whatever. It's
losing the
probably a
elements
better
armory.
the elements of armory.
Elements of
Twilight
armory.
said we had to get the elements of armory.
So what do you think about this, Joe? Man.
Great.
Yeah,
I'm not a man of many words.
Yeah.
you better
Alright.
be.
Wow, that's quite creepy of you.
So, in merchandising,
Pretty much in merchandising where everybody likes to spend their money. There is a new backpack.
And
Shadow, get that picture up of it. It's a Rainbow Dash backpack. Pretty much you wear. It looks like it's pretty much if you've seen Star Wars with Yoda holding onto Luke when they're training. That's pretty much what it looks like because I've actually seen a backpack of Yoda that looks like that, but it's the same concept. So I don't know. It's a little bit gawky or whatever. It's just awkward, walking around with a ball and you just be like, I'd be like, that's kind of cool, but I wouldn't wear it.
yeah, like
How functional is that? Seriously.
yeah. Well,
Look at it.
I've seen like Pikachu backpacks and they work out pretty well. Like apparently, good for books, I guess.
Pikachu's fat. Well, he used to be
Whoa.
fat. Now he went on a friggin' diet. But
Well,
Rainbow
we'll see.
Dash just her arms look a little like help me, I'm dying. she looks way too
Anorexic.
thin. Anorexic.
Anorexic Dash.
Oh god. No.
well, in terms
Let's-
of usefulness, it has a 5x5 inch pocket size.
What are you gonna put in there? Fucking phone?
Yeah, I don't know, your DS or whatever.
I need to put my cigarettes in here. I gotta keep my smoke safe.
Hide your books in it. Don't worry,
Yeah.
they won't look. People won't
Yeah.
look through it because they're like,
Okay,
oh,
I personally would not search that. I'd be like, where do you put anything in that thing? The head?
Yeah.
I really don't like backpacks like that. I mean, they're stylish, but they have no purpose. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a purse that's like like beach bag size. It's kind of like ridiculous, but it actually has a purpose. But you think they should make this like into a? You think they should make it bigger?
Yeah.
Ew, stuff goes in the back. Where in the back?
The backpack is made by We Love Fine, and it's on retail price is $50. So
$50 for 5 inches by 5 inches of storage.
Well,
yeah.
I'd rather go out and carry a box. Seriously. I mean, it's something that I would be like, too gawky.
It's one of those designer backpacks, which it's mainly for fashion rather than usefulness. What kind of annoys me is that little tab at the head, though, for kind of like hanging up. It's like, okay, like, did she decide to like kind of loop her hair for some reason?
I don't know. I mean, it almost looks like she's holding on to the straps. She's like, oh god.
Never let go.
Never. Hang in there, baby.
It's actually a noose because
I don't know. I
she's
actually
so
like it.
depressed.
It looks like it was. Oh, she does look depressed, but it also looks like a plushie that's been turned into a backpack. It's like,
I think that's kind of what they want to do.
Joe, what do you have to say?
I don't know. I personally would not buy it. I mean, kudos to whoever wants to buy it, but it's just a little creepy for me.
there's. I mean,
And
you could get
it's
a
no
nice
functionality. I mean, it'd be nice to have like up on your wall, but it has no functionality at all.
Well,
Really. It's like here's my CD. It's like here's my CD player in my backpack. Now I have another backpack to carry my CDs and headphones.
well, like, there's one functionality to it that I can see. What you have to do is get like a duster coat, like kind of a big trench coat. Kind of like have some stained white T-shirt. Grow a full beard that kind of goes down to your chest. You put this on and you stand in the alleyway staring at people that walk across. That walk past.
No, you should have like
I'm
4 of
on
them
it.
hanging. And when you open
6
up your
hours.
trench coat, there's 2 on each side, and you're going, "What did you want?"
Well, no, it's like hanging from your shoulders, so then you just stand there. Like, you just stand there. You don't do anything. You just stare at people.
Give me 6 hours.
I don't know. It's just. I would not want that even hanging on my wall because I come in like late at night, like coming back from somewhere, and I open the door and it's like, I've been waiting for you. Why don't you wear me? You bought me. Why don't you wear me? Then you have a conversation with an inanimate.
school with your friends?
See, you couldn't even bring. That's something you would see like tied to the front of a garbage truck or something. You know, it's
But
not. I like it,
through.
but I don't like it that
The
much.
thing is, though, and
Yeah.
this is the biggest thing, this is directed to 5-year-old girls who don't. All they carry is just pencil crayons and and just like some notebooks, which is perfect
Even
for
a,
that.
even a little girl would be going, "This doesn't work. Why am I
Well,
having?"
actually, it would, yeah. Like,
Okay.
the size allotted, like, it's 5 by 5. It's not that.
All I have
like,
to
don't
say
know
is
the width,
for
but, yeah.
the people out in 4chan right now would be going, "Oh, I get to come on it now."
Oh,
That's
God.
pretty much all they're gonna do now when they see this.
Classy.
Classic.
Like, totally free.
Oh boy.
Let's get it the hell on with this news. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it's basically for 13-year-olds and up. So, yeah, this is for the hardcore fans of My Little Pony. If they want this.
It's for little kids.
I'll
it's
buy.
not for
I'll buy a
13-year-olds.
T-shirt.
No, it says that it's for ages 13 and up.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
That's what it
never
says.
mind. I take back everything I
Wait,
said.
wait. So they can't give it to anybody below 13, or they'll it's like a choking hazard or
It's a
something.
choking hazard.
Because
All
you
to say is
well,
they got the
kids.
colors right though.
can see a 12-year-old just like stick it in his mouth and just be like, I can't breathe.
No, what
I'm
happens?
suffocating on the love.
Like, Rainbow Dash just has a vendetta against people that's under 13 years of age and will chokehold you.
God Almighty.
Uh,
I'm just looking at the pictures. It's like its head like hangs on your shoulder, and it's. I'm just thinking of Yoda at this point.
Yeah.
Strong is this one with the Force.
To do this Sonic Rain Boom, first you must.
Is the dark side stronger? No, it's not. Okay, enough of my geeky Star Wars shit.
yeah.
Let's move on.
Games
So-
Loft is The game coming out on, I think it.
Yeah.
I heard like iPad, Android, like iPhone kind of thing. Like it's looking really cool. Like I looked at their 6-minute video of them, kind of like just kind of a demonstration of the building and a couple of the events in a mini game. And also, so far it looks really good. Like it's a free to play too, which is a big up. Seeing how it's like I've seen similarities between other apps, between like kind of trying to think of the game here, but it's kind of like You Take Care of Dragons kind of thing. It almost seems like a similarity to that, but they also have various mini games to kind of keep it active and stuff like that. So it's just not like, okay, build a house, wait for the farming to commence.
Yay!
But yeah, overall it's looking really cool.
You think it's going to come out like on Facebook as a game? Because it looks like it should be.
No, it's actually coming out on iPad, Android, stuff like that. I don't think it's coming out on...
They won't convert it over?
I don't think so, unfortunately, but Facebook games aren't that great of quality, from what I've seen.
Well,
And once again,
it's a Facebook game. It'd be the only reason oh, fine, go, Cinnamon.
now you cut out.
Oh, now he doesn't want to talk. Pfft, whatever, you lost your chance, sucker.
Wait. Is this okay? This is weird because I can hear you. I've been hearing you guys perfectly this whole time.
Huh, that's really odd.
Huh, let's have this conversation in the middle of the show.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. This is really just starting to bug me. In my opinion, what most Facebook games do is that they force you to buy more stuff, like buy more energy or buy whatever, or buy more currency to progress. And if you don't do that, you have to do a lot of grinding and farming, which is terrible.
More like waiting, actually.
Not really,
Yeah, a lot of weight.
Like there are
Go
plenty
away
of
for a
games-
few hours, come back.
Like there are a lot of games that just do like, okay, we'll give you two choices. You can either play all the mini games like over and over and over and afford it, or you can just buy it outright, which is not wrong on either parts really. Like they make it's best that they from what I've seen in mini games, you can have an option either to make coins or rupees, and like, which is good, so they don't have okay, you can either make coins or you can buy rupees. Like that's what I kind of like better. But then again, this is in early stages, I'm pretty sure. So like, well, we'll see. Like time will tell.
Yeah.
So what are the things they're gonna provide? They're gonna provide like customization, making a house.
I'm gonna guess that you're saying customization and stuff like that. And they have a decent amount of customization, not quite like what you would usually see. Like, okay, you can't make your own ponies and stuff like that, or your own buildings, but you can essentially like lay out pony build like your own way. Because like each time you buy a pony off the black market for slavery, and
What are you talking
place their
about?
house- you place their house somewhere in Ponyville in any spot that you're allowed to, and eventually like they'll fly in, stuff like that, and they'll start giving you money. Like they also have like element crystals as well, which it looks really cool. And
What?
and like
I'm confused.
Yeah, and you can expand your land by buying more land. It's essentially
It's a combination of.
yeah, it's a big grind fest, but it looks interesting
It
nonetheless.
sounds like Farmville on steroids.
But it has mini games too, so it's not exactly just waiting out to see what happens. You can be active if you want to, or you can just wait it out.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that minigames will include the main six and
Yes.
other characters.
Yeah, because so far I've seen a Rainbow Dash one where she's flying against clouds and shadow bolts, and a Twilight one where she's helping, where she's harvesting apples. Those are the
Alright.
two I've seen though.
I'm sure they'll make a spike minigame when you have to be, do everything Twilight says.
Do grocery shopping.
Go be the slave.
Yeah. But one thing I was watching in the video, it was like they went to a carnival kind of thing, like carnival-esque kind of thing, and there was a game, pop balloons, you may win Celestia. What? I may win the princess to do my bidding. I like these
You may
odds.
win Celestia. Celestia for the prizes for a carnival.
Yeah, this is wow. She let herself drop. That's for sure.
Jeez.
Toys, like with a bunch of stuffed animals.
But yeah, nonetheless, it looks good for an iPad game, because like, don't forget this is an iPad game. It's more like just kind of pick up, play for a little, play a little while, put down, come back. You got some more stuff, so you can play some more.
Yeah, think of it like the Tycoon games, like Lemonade Tycoon or Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's like you make your own stuff.
Except you can actually go on the rides, and you have to dodge clouds and shadow bolts and catch animals. But yeah, like
Awesome
it's
apples.
It's Ponyville Tycoon.
Oh God.
Yeah, Joe put it well there.
No, I don't want Ponyville Tycoon.
At least it's not Ponyville Monopoly.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
They
Never
better make
finish
that
it.
game though.
Well, they have Monopoly everything.
But the game was also featured, like Game Informer did like a little, and like interviewed them, which is actually kind of cool because Game Informer is like, what? Now they're taking notice to us now. So
For real?
oh well, for real, man.
Yeah.
But I think it's time we should start this interview.
Finally.
Finally, yay! This week we are interviewing Dashicorn, or Dashicorn. I like to say Dashicorn. It's fun that way. Yay!
Wow, you sound tired.
I am tired. Shut up.
Anyway, first question. Ragin,
Well,
would you like to get
actually-
this going?
Actually, I want to do this. How about you want us to call you Joe, correct? Or do you want us to say your full name, which is I don't even know how to pronounce it. Oh
Yeah,
God!
Just call me Joe or whatever.
I'm gonna call you Joey.
Can I call you Tim?
Call me Enrique. It's my
Enrique.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
Enrique.
it's my spirit name or something.
It's something or other.
What's your spirit animal?
Enrique.
Who's Enrique?
Mine's a
My gardener.
cactus.
What? That was a bad joke.
Hey, SA, I'm breaking into your car. I had to throw that in there because you said Gardner and Enrique, so I had to.
I didn't say gardener at all.
I did.
Somebody said Gardner, so I'm happy.
Anyway, first question.
Okay, well, for the people that don't know your blog out there, why don't you explain, like, what Dashicorn is?
Well, it's basically, Twilight was doing... Rainbow Dash had asked Twilight to help make her faster, because she wants to be faster and faster than anyone else, just to make sure. And so, she asked her to help with spell, and, you know, Twilight is still learning magic, of course. So, she messes up, and, at first, nothing happens, and then she wakes up, Rainbow Dash wakes up, and she has a unicorn horn, and her wings are gone. So,
So, you're saying that she has a horn now, and she can she do magic well, or is she kind of like, it's just there for
she's still learning. I mean, she's older, so she can still catch up with things faster, so there's like... And she has Twilight as her teacher, so she can do some magic, she can do basic levitation, and I guess basic like magical attack spells, like repulsion or something.
should send her to magic kindergarten.
No.
But other than that, I've noticed that you do stuff with Mage Dash. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
everybody says, "Oh, Mage Dash times Dashicorn." It's like, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
You guys have done stuff together, and I'm like,
No.
intriguing. But
No,
it's
it's a rival. It isn't pairing. I mean, it's pairing of some sort, but it's not like what people are saying. It's not like shipping.
all the fans want shipping, and you guys should deliver it. No.
No. Considering we already have several other people doing it already.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They have people to do it for them. They're that type of famous.
No.
And the way
people
we
doing it against our will.
I wish our fans would do that for us.
I prefer not to see pictures of like Nick.
They haven't seen our OCs yet, so they can't do anything. But as soon as we release them, which will be in the after show, I'm just breaking that out, you will see our intro, which everybody can go crazy now. Then you can draw all your shipping and whatnot of us doing whatever.
Yeah,
But-
all 6 viewers.
Yay! Whatever, I don't care. They're viewers, and I'm happy. I don't care about the viewers. I care about delivering. But back to the interview. In one of your posts, you've decided. Nick, you suck at spelling. Depicted. Wow, I really do suck at
Yeah, you do actually. I was thinking like I didn't misspell that.
Yeah, I misspelled it. Well, I'm retarded right now, so you decepted or whatever. Depicted. Bleh, I need to go back to Magic Kindergarten.
I think you just need to go back to kindergarten.
Nick, you read the damn thing because I'm not even gonna try.
Give me a second.
Go cry. I'm really gonna go cry in a corner and go wonder how I made it through life this far with the. I was a pretty much A/B student. Then I became stupid as soon as I left school system. Like it got all sucked out of me.
Yeah, someone leached it. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll. You wanna go?
Oh yeah, I'll say it. Like
Go.
in one post, you shown Derpy like gaining dashes at like wings, so she had an extra set. Did this work the same for the unicorn horn? And is somebody an Earth Pony now?
I haven't exactly been like I'm not exactly the best story writer. Like that's why I don't write stories. I am an artist, so I'm really making this up as I go.
Okay.
Basically. So, I mean, I guess I could see later bringing in unicorn or next unicorn. So.
Well, the next question is probably going to be shot down.
I got a question.
Okay.
No, but I got a question.
Shoot me down.
Is Twilight trying to find a possible cure for this misadventure?
Yeah, she's studying. She's trying to find out how to fix this, but at this point she's having no luck. So basically, the look at this point is that they'll just have to wait for the spell to wear off if it does.
Alright.
And while the wait is fun times.
Fun times.
Fun times.
But are you having like any major plans for like character development, like sending Dash to like school so she can learn more advanced magic?
I mean, in the process, she is learning new magic. I mean, I've had a lot of people, like 10 people, ask why doesn't she just like levitate herself to fly? And I addressed that in my most recent post. I mean, it's basically the equivalent of using your hands to use magic to levitate things. So you try to put your hands underneath you and try and lift yourself up and try to make yourself fly. I mean, to some degree, it is the same thing. So,
I guess.
I mean, but as for future character development, I guess we'll continue the storyline. Me and Mage Dash are trying to work on a storyline to put together. And I mean, we'll have, of course, cameos from different vlogs. I have a question that I got earlier today that I'll have a lot of cameos, or at least several. Perhaps not like a lot, as most people will interpret it, but like several different cameos.
Nice. Yeah, I actually can't wait to see those.
Yeah, same. But
I'll probably add a lot of different dashes, like intersecting with the story.
so, to get off a little bit of topic for your Tumblr, let's do a bit of questions like about you. So, damn it, sorry.
Did you drop your mic?
No, my cat actually jumped at me. My cat is trying to, ruin the show for me. Get out of here, you stupid ass cat. Sorry about that.
You.
I know. He is.
Oh boy. Cats are evil.
They are evil. What I was trying to say is, let's get off topic for Tumblr right now, and let's ask questions about you. Let's ask, like, how'd you get into this fandom that is starting to become pretty much everybody's starting to join it right now?
Well, I mean, I used to go to the site. I mean, I haven't gone to it in a while. It's sort of, I guess you'd compare it to, like, Reddit or something like that. Like, not as bad as some people might interpret it. There was just, like, so many posts about it, and I was like, I mean, it's to each their own. I won't hate on something, like, I don't hate on something, especially something that I have no idea. So, I mean, if people want to watch it, that's to their discretion. And so I saw so many things, and I mean, I've been drawing for a long time, so I saw a lot of great art there too. And so I was like, what could inspire so many people to do all this for this? And so about January, halfway through January, I decided I'd give the show a watch. And I thought, wow, this has, well, for one, great animation, and then it has some humor that can appeal, like a lot of shows have humor that appeals to both younger audiences and that older audiences will enjoy as well. So I enjoyed the humor, the animation, and I just enjoyed the overall message that, I mean, there's times where you don't necessarily know someone, but doesn't mean you have to. There's just so many different people, and different people can still get along. And so the first episode I watched was Baby Case, the day it came out. So.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Wait,
So
I'd say that was an okay.
I like that one. But was that?
It was okay.
2?
Yeah, that was season 2. I watched the first episode that I ever watched was back in January, so it's been 9 months.
Nice.
A baby could have been born. No. Yeah, I've already passed my anniversary of being a 1 year Brony, so it's kind of cool. It's different. It's just, I've grown so much.
Look at him. That was a playpen.
I mean, I guess you could call me like you could have called me a passive Brony before that, but I didn't exactly consider myself Brony until after I watched the show. So, I mean, I had been following a lot of fandom stuff. Like, I joined Tumblr, like, very late September, I think the last day of September, and so I saw a couple Tumblrs a long time ago that I saw, so I didn't follow them, but I looked at them a lot, and so I followed a lot of fandom before the first time I watched an episode. So I didn't consider myself Brony until after I watched an episode. So
So after you watched a few episodes, you're like, oh, I'm gonna be a brony from now on. Like, where did you hear the term brony?
I mean, I had been hearing it for such a long time on that website I mentioned. Like, I saw a post there. A lot of people didn't like brony on the website. Like, there was so much hate to the point that they had like channels where you can basically, it's sort of like tagging something. And so, like, you could put all the brony content underneath the channel. And so I saw so much hate about it, and basically the only time that that content would get good ratings if it was in the channel designated for bronies. Other times people would just hate on it and give it negative ratings. So I had been hearing the term. Yeah, I had been hearing the term brony for a long time before I became one. Well, not a long time. I guess I could say a couple months.
Yeah, it's pretty much exploded everywhere. But the bad thing, there's good and bad being a brony. Like, we have to also look at the newcomers, the young people that go, like, somebody says, like, recently I was watching a YouTube video and somebody said, like, the host said MLP, just said My Little Pony, and he left it at that. Just said My Little Pony and left it at that. And, like, one kid in the comments just goes, oh my god, you said MLP, Brohove, and the person just goes, no, stop, just don't. And and then the kid started to argue with the kid saying, I'm not afraid of you. I'm like, oh god, an internet fight on YouTube. YouTube in the comments. Wow, that's the worst. Yeah, right? And I really felt like replying to them, just saying, I want to apologize for this person. We aren't complete little, douchebags like that. And we don't go, oh my...
There's like people like that in all of them. There's people who actually enjoy it, and then there's people who enjoy it but over obsessed about it, and then there's people who may or may not even have like seen the show, but just they'll act like they enjoy it just to give the people in the actual fandom a bad rep. Like, if you ask them something, they'll give a generic answer that, like, even people who don't watch it would know.
It's a problem with a lot of people. They're not even going to give it a try. At one point, I was a hater for it, because when I first heard about it when it came out, which was, like, in 2010, when it first came out, and I was just hearing about it, and I was just like, whatever. People are weird and stuff. And then I started seeing more and more of it on YouTube, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because I've always been behind YouTube and seeing new trends happen on YouTube, and even on 4chan or whatever. Before 4chan got completely scary, and I don't want to go on to it ever again. Went on there for like half an hour, and I came out as a changed man. In the bad way. Well, not really. But other than that, I was like, okay, I got to figure this out. So I go and look up a few videos. It actually really started out as YouTube poops, because I was still a little, I don't know, I was bored at the time, and I decided to go, I need to be, stimulated by stupidity. Yeah. And that's pretty much how it started. And that was pretty much like a week and a few days ago. A year and a few days or something like that. I can't.
Yeah.
It's like a week.
Well, like I said,
it was my anniversary.
Like I said, I never really hated on it. I mean, I guess I'd say indifferent. I hadn't watched it, so I knew I could judge it. Like, I try my best not to judge things that I have no idea about. So, I didn't hate it, but I didn't, know enough to enjoy it. So I watched some more, and I was like, I enjoy this. So I ended up watching every episode that had come out at that point in about 2 days.
Yeah, I was learning stuff too. You were saying, Nick?
From when we were talking about how you used to be an anti. It's kind of like an anti-brony. Like my best friend from high school, he's completely an anti-brony. He's just it's so weird. Why do people watch this? And even though like we never get into arguments about it, I just I love tormenting him with it. Like I'll send him like some silly thing, and he'll go like, "No, why?" But I find the best part of it is whenever I torment him, it's because he brought it up first. It's like, hey, why don't you, hey, can you show me this one thing? It's like, all right, sure. And then you'd say like, oh, of course it would be a Brony, it would be a Brony channel. And I was saying like, well, yeah, and hey, look at this as well.
I mean, I don't exactly get that. I don't get why people have to bring it up to hate on it. I mean, I don't necessarily understand like why a lot of people hate anyway, but like they'll bring it up for no apparent reason just to argue about it, and I really don't. I just don't enjoy that. I mean, why would you do that just for the sake of arguing, for the sake of making something else or yourself miserable?
Well,
like,
sorry.
Or like, as opposed to being miserable, you could get a kick out of arguing. I mean, there's a line between mindless arguing and debating. Like, a lot of people don't see that line, and they're just like, oh, we're just having a debate. No, you're having an argument. There's a difference. Argument is bringing up pointless, stupid things, and like not backing any of it up. Debate would be actually like talking sensible without jumping down the other person's throat.
Well, like the main thing that he kind of brings it out is like, oh, of course it would be Brony. It's because we both torment each other a lot. Like anything. Like if one of us gets material, we will use it. It's kind of like.
And you said this is your brother?
No, this is my best friend from high school.
Your best friend.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be different. Like that, you have like a sort of brotherly bond, I guess. And of course you mess with each other. I mean, I hear you guys mess around with each other on Skype all the time. So, I mean, like that's the difference between, like what I'm talking about is people who don't even know each other.
Oh yeah. That is like, yeah, why would you bring that up kind of thing? Like if it's just like live and let live is the best thing to go for.
Yeah. But I think it's time to move on to some viewer Q&A or question and answer, whatever it's called. We have never really actually labeled it as anything. We just called it Q&A.
Yeah, viewers' questions.
There, we named it.
Anyway, Medic Oreo has the first question. Who inspired for you to start making art, and who helped you on your way, Joe?
Well, I guess I could say it's two different answers, because I didn't start like making art at the same time I started watching MLP. I started making art back in 3rd grade, and that was because one of my classmates had been, like this was, like I said, back in 3rd grade, she had drawn this amazing dragon piece, like it was a headshot of a dragon, and I was just utterly amazed. And I was like, alright, how did you do that? Like, you see a lot of people asking artists, how do you draw this so well? And so I was just intrigued by art, and so she was like, well, you know, it's all about practice. You just gotta keep practicing. And so I was like, alright. And so I would practice, and then, like, I was younger, so I'd be like showing it to my mom, and she'd be like, that's great. And then my mom would like pin it up on the fridge or bring it to work and hang it up at her desk.
Aww.
And so, I mean, I just kept practicing, and of course, like most people, I wasn't good at first. But what's important to do art is to strive to not give up and to continue. Like, no one will be perfect on their first try. You have to. What separates the artist is the fact that they accept the failure. They try to learn from it, a lot of people will look at what they've drawn and just be like, oh, this sucks, I'm not going to do this anymore. And artists will look at it and be like, this is bad, but how can I improve? And what should I do to improve?
Yeah. I love how nobody's wanting to ask you questions. And we have not heard from Cinnamon or anybody. But,
Well, do you guys have any questions for me, I guess?
We do.
Do you have any well, you kind of just answered it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, do you have any tips for anyone?
Well, references. Don't be afraid to use references. Or, I guess this was brought up a couple days ago by Cinnamon as well. Or no, not Cinnamon. One of my other friends. He had traced something, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so bad." And I was like, "Well, I guess you shouldn't say it's bad because it helps develop muscle memory. You figure out, all right, this is how I kept my hand still, or this is how I moved this, or how to make this line. It helps." And if you like tracing, of course, a lot of people would do tracing as the first step, and so progression I did was tracing, and then after that I used references. I'd look at pictures and try to draw those pictures or very similar pictures and make changes to them. And so it certainly helps to use references, and like I said before, don't give up on if you fail, because failure is just the start of it's just the start of a new style.
Okay.
You fail, you change something, you make it look better, and that's another thing. An artist shouldn't, of course it's great to be happy with your art, that's fantastic, but an artist should always look, even if they're happy with their artist, they should always look at how can I make myself happier, how can I improve what I just improved.
So, MRSS asks, what is your favorite part when it comes to making art?
I guess it's the fact that it's my outlet. It's how I calm myself down. A lot of people will play sports. They'll go out and they'll hang out. I went to a private school. That's half an hour away. So all my friends are half an hour north, wherever. So I'll stay home and I'll draw. And I guess the thing I love about drawing most is just the fact that it lets me express myself. It just lets me put what I see, what I'd like to see in physical form. So, as for my favorite part in doing the actual drawing, I'd say the sketch. The sketch has so much energy. It has all the lines, it gives it extra energy, and then inking is separate. It's your job to find out which of these lines will give it the most energy. So my favorite part is about art. Doing art itself is expressing myself, and my favorite part of doing the art is the sketch.
Medic Oreo says, do you try to copy other people's styles?
I guess when you're trying to do something new, like when I try to, recently I've been doing a lot of standing ponies, like ponies that have been on two legs, and so I definitely look at other people's styles. Like, I am not beyond reference. A lot of people aren't, they need reference, but I look at Amanda's way of drawing for Spitfire, Tumblr, as a lot of people would better know her as, and it definitely helped me. I was able to find out the way of drawing the body when it's standing, because it's different. It's looking at it from a whole different angle of the body. It's looking at it from below. But like I do her style of standing, but after like looking at it, I change things and say, oh, I enjoy doing it this way. This way would be easier. And so I would copy the other people's styles if I'm doing something completely new to me. But after that, I'd slowly work it, conform it to my own. And a lot of people will.
I think it's kind of the same thing with my art style.
Wow, you just popped out of nowhere, Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
a lot of people try to white knight themselves and defend artists and be like, oh, you're stealing your style, but there's no such thing as anyone having like copywriting style.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's good. It's like a sort of a crutch. It'll help you get along, but you have to make sure that you're not always using that crutch. You have to make sure that you're not depending on it the entire time. And you have to be able to eventually try your own way.
You got...
Hello? Why isn't he talking? Sorry, I had to kind of move out of the way there for a second. Alright, so DDR Master asks, what inspired this particular idea of a Tumblr? Like, why'd you choose Dashicorn there?
Well, I mean, I had an old vlog that I used to do for a NAS vlog, but I didn't exactly like how I did it. For one, I didn't get very good questions. For another, I didn't like how I was drawing her, and it was sort of hard to draw her. And so, this was a while ago. This was before I made my mod blog, or before I made Dashicorn. And so after that, I just made an art blog for myself where I just posted art that I did, and that's basically my mod blog at this point. And so I was like, all right, I want an Ask blog. I want a canon blog. I want one based off a canon character. And I was like, all right, Rainbow Dash, she's my favorite main Sith. So I decided, all right, how can I put a different spin on her? There's Pirate Dash, where she's a pirate. There's Just Ask Rainbow Dash, where she loves scarves. And there's Mage Dash, where she's magic. I was like, all right, I didn't like to draw wings. Like, I couldn't draw wings very well. So I was like, how about this? I haven't seen any where she's a unicorn. I haven't heard one where she's a unicorn. So I combined them.
Okay.
Hmm.
And Pikmin oh, sorry.
I was going to say, we have time for 2 more, and then we got to wrap it up for this week.
We got it. Well, we got time to ask.
A few more?
Yeah, quite a few more. At least.
Okay.
So, Pikmin Master of Evil asks, do you like waffles?
Yes, waffles are indeed the superior type of breakfast. Pastry, I guess. Pancakes are great, but waffles are just so crispy.
Alright, and Medic Oreo asks, what is your favorite piece of art that you have drawn?
That is a difficult question, because I mean, I love all my art in different ways. And so, I mean, when I was first starting out with my drawing blog, I made a Twilight, which I really enjoyed. I really liked how I put it. And then after that, I had made a Spitfire, or yeah, I think I drew that one picture Spitfire after that, and I really enjoyed it. And I was just like, all right, this is more unique than most of what I've done. So I think the Spitfire drawing that I did a while back really helped kickstart my own unique style that I'm doing. But I guess for my favorite piece, it's difficult. I really like that one drawing I did for Spirit Day for Dashicorn. Do you mind if I link it?
Oh yeah, if you give them the send the link into the chat.
Yeah, that'd be
All right.
good.
I just
Links.
I just like it. I like fact. I think I did the body a lot better than I did a lot of body. I liked the message that it had. The hair is always the longest for me to do any piece because I'm still trying to develop a better way to do the hair, but I just like the message. I like how I actually drew it, and so I'd say that's probably my favorite piece.
And the last question from the looks of things. Aside from Spitfire, have any people's blogs influenced you or inspired you? Like specifically other blogs on Tumblr?
Well, there's Raindrops Answers. He makes a great blog. I really enjoyed it. He was one of the first ones that I noticed on Tumblr when I was doing it a while ago. There's Dream, who does the Fillydelphia. She really inspires me. And a very large one is Rye, who does the MLC blobs. She really inspires me to do better, and she's a very nice person, and so there's Rye, there's Ahmed, and there's Spitfire, and those are three really large ones that inspire me.
Well, is that you guys have anything else you guys want to say, or?
Let me think here. I did put that guy in the trunk. I don't think I have anything else to say about the murder. So, yeah.
Well, you kind of told everybody, so you better hide the body.
I already did. I'm saying that it's in the trunk.
Or send it to me. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Well,
you want a piece of it, Joe?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll take a leg.
Cupcakes for everyone.
All right.
I'll take a leg.
All right. Yeah. I'll be sure to mail it through the
Not FedEx, because they'll screw you over. UPS it.
No, I'm not even gonna UPS it. I'm gonna Falcon it. I'm gonna tie it onto a Falcon, just fly it right over.
What, carrier pigeon's not good enough for you?
No, it has to be a Falcon.
No, it's got to be a Falcon.
Actually, no, it's gonna be a Canadian Goose.
That's worse. I'll just get shot.
Yeah, it will.
Okay, before we totally get off topic, well, I think that wraps it up for this week's episode of the CloudsDale Cafe. I would like to thank our guest, Joe, for coming on the show.
No problem.
If you're still hungry for more of the CloudsDale Cafe, check out our Tumblr, our YouTube page. All links will be posted in the chat, and at the bottom the video in the chat description in our YouTube videos. See what I did there?
No.
Shut up. Be sure to stay tuned into the after show in a few minutes. I've been your host, Ragin. My co-hosts are Nick.
Am I to say something?
You're always supposed to say something. We have
no.
Cinnamon Top, who never speaks anyway.
Well, he actually dropped out and he never came back.
Wow, what a loser. And we have Technic Shadow, who's been running the mixer for us, and we'd like to thank you if he's even still here.
It's been a pleasure working
Okay,
with Nick.
cool. So, we are the CloudsDale Cafe, and stay frosty out there, and don't do drugs. Please.
Bye.